Hello. I'm going to give it a minute to let people get on. I always feel awkward when I post these to YouTube that this like beginning part is on here. I always feel awkward, but I'm just letting people get on for a minute. I'm super excited. Tonight we are doing, if you guys have been logging in, oh goodness, you guys see that? If you guys have been here through all the weeks, I'm doing free Etsy audits. So basically people submitted their shops to be considered, or not really considered, but you put in a wait list for a free Etsy audit, and I'm just going through the wait list to get through all of them. So I'm going to be doing these for an hour tonight, and I'm going to get to as many as I can, and then after the hour I'm going to do a live Q&A. So feel free to put your questions in the chat as I go along, and I will go back through the chat at the end. There's also a question feature on the lives that you can use as well, and I do have a moderator on tonight to help answer questions when I'm live, because I'm going to have the screen flipped around so I won't be able to see the screen while I'm doing audits. But I'm really excited, and I will be posting this to YouTube after, so if for whatever reason you have to hop off, then you can be rest assured that it will be there for you. So I usually will post it the day after. So that's where it's going to be. And my YouTube channel is linked in my bio, and it's just the Fast Track Girl YouTube channel. So anyways, I'm super excited about this. And the ones that I'm doing, the audits I'm doing, you don't have to be inside the online course. This is just for whoever. So it's kind of fun to see what everyone's doing. Okay, so I'm going to flip this around real quick. We're going to start out with, hold on. Okay, so let's start out with the blacklisted words. I like to start out with these because it really, when I'm going through and auditing shops, I see this mistake over and over and over again. So I like to just put at the beginning, that way it's easy for me to, refer back to and be like, hey, this is what I was talking about. So these are what I have self-deemed the blacklisted words. These are words that I don't recommend using in your titles and tags as is. So when I'm saying don't use these, I mean don't use just the word digital as a standalone word. If you're using it in like digital download, digital download's honestly not a good one, but if you're saying like digital invitation, right, then that's a phrase. But if just using any of these words by themselves are really working against you. You can see here, they're all in the red. They're very, very competitive, so they're working against you. On top of, people aren't coming onto Etsy and typing just the word digital to find what you're selling. So I think you're better off served saving your titles and tags for the long tail alternatives that are going to help you get more views. So if I see any of these blacklisted words, I typically recommend to remove them and replace them with other things. So if I refer back to these, this is what I'm referring to. And I also want to give a disclaimer that it's okay to use any of those words in your listing photos and your listing photos and your long tail alternatives, and also in your descriptions, but as is not what I recommend. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hello, Jennifer. So we're starting out with Blonde Birdie. And okay, so I love, this is a great job. See, she has multiple SEO friendly words right here. A lot of times people will say something right here that's like, it'll just be like their shop name, or it'll be like original designs by Jennifer, but nobody's searching original designs by Jennifer in Etsy, right? But they are searching these words: stickers, magnets, notepads, art. So great job on your subheading. I love this. This is what I call an incentive offer. So you guys are going to hear me say that a lot. So an incentive offer is something that incentivizes your client, your customer, to make a purchase. So like 20% off, buy one, get one, she's doing free shipping, anything like that. So, and I love that you put the emojis in here. A lot of people don't know you can use emojis all over your Etsy shop, and I recommend it. It stands out so beautifully. Love that. And also, yay for you. You're a top shop for gifts. We love that. Great job having your section titles. I would definitely rename this one because you have 22 items in this, but this isn't SEO friendly. So nobody's coming on, most people aren't coming on Etsy and typing in everything else, right? So let's switch that out to be something more SEO friendly, and that's going to help you. When I say SEO friendly is basically search engine optimization. So it's what are people searching exactly and using those exact terms on your shop to be found. So for example, letters is really competitive. I'll show you guys this. This is a good example to start off with. So the word letters, if you're selling letters or something, this always takes a long time to load. I don't know why. Every time I'm on a live, it's like 3 years to load. Sorry, I was getting a drink. Okay, this is Marmalade, by the way. I always get questions about what I'm using. This is Marmalade. This is a app. They have a free subscription you can start out with. It is paid after your free trial. I have the free trial linked in my bio, or you can just type in this Marmalade. Okay, so I typed in the term letters, and you can see here that it's really competitive. So instead, I would come down here and look at the long tail alternatives or similar shop or searches and look for things that are in green. And so I would find, so let's say, you know, this obviously has different kinds of letters, like acrylic letters, all those different things. But if I found something that was more accurate to what I was selling and it was in green, I would switch that out. So you could switch that out for something that's more SEO friendly, because this, you know, letters, super competitive, but look at all the other alternatives that are not very competitive that you could switch them out for. Hopefully that makes sense. I know that is a big concept at first. So, okay, that was just a live lesson for everybody listening. So let's check this out. One thing I've noticed right off the bat is that you're using all of these look like the auto-generated print-on-demand mockups. I could be wrong, but they all look the same. So it's hard for any of these listings to stand out on their own when you come to your shop, because it doesn't really register that they're different because this is so small on here. I imagine it would look a little bit better on mobile though, because have a smaller screen, but on desktop it looks really small. But I don't hate it, honestly. Like, I actually think these are pretty good. I think I like this one. This one looks like a real photo, which I love. Whenever you're selling print-on-demand products, I always recommend buying the products and taking real pictures of them. A lot of people don't do that, and that's why I think when you do that, it really takes it to the next level. So let's check out this listing. Okay, so I would say that probably all of this is, except for this, I think this is a good one. This one I think is good. I think the rest of this, I think you could do even better by doing some SEO research and typing in, you know, vinyl sticker, and then typing in, let's just do this together. So instead of saying, sorry, goodness, typing with one hand apparently is not for me today. So basically when you're looking at your title and your tags, let's look at your tags while we're right here. We want to make sure that we're using things that are being searched. So I never recommend using your shop name as a tag, because it doesn't help you get found in search and it just takes up a spot. And so like, I think this is really competitive. This is really competitive. This is not getting searched very much. This is super competitive. Competitive. I would take that out. Yeah. So I think you could really take this to the next level by switching out some of these. So you can see vinyl stickers are a very competitive product to be selling, but if you come down here and do these very specific ones, look at what you come into. Competition is not hard at all under these very specific terms. So I recommend coming into Marmalade. There's a spelling again. Doing some research and switching out all of these to be something more SEO friendly. That's going to be huge in helping you get found. Okay, great job. Perfect. She copied and pasted her listing title to her description. We love to see that. You always want your titles, tags, and description to match as closely as possible. Bullet points. Love it. The only thing I would maybe recommend adding is like your return policy. So like, do you take returns? Do you take exchanges? You know, do you have the color disclaimer, like color? Yeah, here you go. You have the color disclaimer. Perfect. So I would maybe add like your return policy, exchange policy. But other than that, I think it's great. And honestly, you don't have to add the return and exchange policy. You can have it on your shop policies. I just think it's easier to put it on the listing. I would definitely add more listing photos. Etsy wants to see as many as possible, so I would definitely add at least 5. So you have this one mockup, so do a couple different mockups, try to do a listing video, and a couple slides that are just like how to use, how your product's delivered, and like a check out the shop for more. So I think you could totally step that up. But you're doing beautiful. I love it. We love seeing all these products. and that you are a top shop for gifts. I don't know why I keep tripping my words there. Great job. Okay. Going to go to the next one, and I'm checking these off as they go so I don't lose my spot on the list. Okay. Hello, Crystal. This is beautiful. Okay. Love this. Perfect. This is what we love to see. Very SEO friendly. So instead of typing in like, you know, jewelry by Rose, which nobody's going to be searching, she did this very SEO friendly, straight to the point, multiple terms. Love to see it. Top shop for gifts. We love that. She's using little emojis, and she has her incentive offer right here. Beautiful. Section titles. Oh, love it. She has so many section titles. This is all SEO that she's putting on her account, showing Etsy, hey, look at somebody's searching for animal jewelry. Etsy's like, ping. Okay, I know she has 4 of those. I'm going to show her shop to them. Perfect. Great job. Okay, let's check this off. So this looks like Shine On. Yeah, Shine On. Let's do. Okay, I love that you have the listing video in here. Wow, that's really cute. That turned out good. I love how they give you that. Perfect. I think all your listing photos are beautiful. Perfect. This I think could be optimized even more for your SEO friendly. So for example, let's just type this in. So love you not necklace is one of your terms. Let's just check it out. One second. Sorry for the slow loading. Again, this is Marmalade. We're waiting. I swear it does not normally take this long. Love not necklace. So it's not getting very many searches, but you know what? This is actually not too bad. It's getting not too competitive. It's peaking in March. So yay. This is going to peak in March, and then you're going to see a drop, it looks like, historically. But that's still really cool. Okay. And they're not going to have very many long tail alternatives because that's a super specific term. So I actually think that one's okay. So maybe those are all fine. I was surprised by that one. Okay, let's check this out. Looks pretty good. Okay, now let's do the... Oh. Okay, definitely take this out. So take this and make it bullet points. So make, crafted with brilliant 4K white gold. That's 1 bullet point. Swings from adjustable cable chain. That's 1 bullet point. So just make it not paragraph form. Just put it in bullet points because people don't read descriptions. So I never recommend having long paragraphs or anything. So this is perfect. You hit it perfect right here. Beautiful. Love all of this. I would just switch that to be the same format. I love that. Great. That's really cool. I haven't seen somebody do that. That's really awesome. So she linked each one of the sections in her shop. Awesome. And she pasted. Beautiful. I think you did a great job. Just keep adding those products because you have, oh wow, you have 196. For some reason I saw 17 and I thought you only had 17 items in your shop. Awesome. I think you're doing a great job. This is beautiful. Okay. Oops. I'll show you guys one on Silk Samurai too. I usually go back to this if you're just tuning in. These are our blacklisted words. These are words that I don't recommend using as standalone words, but you can use them in a greater phrase. So, and I'll show you guys again. Those are very competitive words. All right. Hello, Brittany. Okay. Whoop. Stella's Treasure Co. So I would definitely switch this out to be something that's more SEO friendly because, we want to think about what are people searching in Etsy to find my products. And they're probably not going to be typing in this phrase to find what you're selling. So let's switch that out to be more specific to what you're selling. So let's see. Quartz smudging, or what is this? Crystal wall hook, stuff like that. So that's what I'd be putting right here. Crystal wall hook, something like that. Okay. I would honestly put a lead at the top with some sort of incentive offer and then go into the rest of this. Okay. 20 people have this in their cart. We love to see it. Okay. I love that you have a listing video. And this is something that a lot of people don't realize. Listing videos do not have to be high production. There's no audio associated with them. It's super easy. All she did was take her phone and do a little like 360 view of her product, and bam, she has a listing video. Etsy tells us that 54% of users prefer to purchase something with a listing video, and they want their doing it, it's even going to help you out. So it's a win-win all the way around. Doesn't have to be hard. Again, she just shot that with her phone, super easy, and she was able to check that box off. Sorry, I'm gonna be plugging in my phone real fast. It only got to 20%, but I kind of like one of those people, I'm like, oh no, 20%. I'm dramatic about my battery. Okay, great. I love all the angles. Oh, that's cool too. Great, awesome. I think I would definitely, this is being read by Etsy as one phrase. So Etsy's only seeing this as this. It's not saying these individual words. So I would definitely put commas, like if you wanted, crystal wall hooks, comma, unique, genuine, raw energy, comma, healing, comma, something like that. So you definitely want to rephrase that. Let's check out your tags. This is Allura. It's a Google Chrome plugin that I'm using. It's called Allura. It's paid. I don't remember how much it costs a month though. So I can look that up. If you guys want me to look that up again, I can look it up. Awesome. So you have a lot of really good tags down here. So recycle these tags to your title. You already know exactly who you're trying to talk to. So I would just recycle that to your title because you want your title and tag to match as much as possible. Okay. Did I just lose it? Where's the description? Oh, here it is. Okay, description. Cool. Okay. I think you're doing good. I would just bullet point everything. So bullet point everything, like bullet point this, bullet point that, just to make it more digestible to the eye. And then copy and paste your title after you're done rephrasing it and put it to the bottom or top of your account. And then let's see, I see you have shipping policy. I don't know if you have return. I don't see return and exchange policy, but I would put that on your listing, like what your return and exchange policy is. Cool. So I think my biggest recommendation would be to focus on your SEO. I think that could really help take it to the next level. All right, back to our blacklisted words. Also, I'm going to pull. Okay. Sorry, I'm just pulling it up. And if you're just getting here, if you want to submit your shop to the waitlist, you can email my support team, support@thefasttrackgirl.com, and add your shop to the list. So I'm getting through as many as I can tonight, and then anybody that I don't get to will be rolled over into next week. So hello, Paola. Sorry if I just totally butchered your name. This looks like a brand new shop, so I definitely recommend adding your cover photo, adding your subheading, adding an announcement bar, adding section titles. Let's check out your product. I see that you're selling digital art, which is like one of the most competitive products to sell on Etsy. It's not impossible. It's just going to be a lot harder than other products. So I would definitely do a listing video because this is just a digital mockup. You can do this really easy in Canva. I would also do multiple different views. Like you have a couple here, I would do even more. And then I would also do like a how it's going to be delivered, check out the shop for more, how to download, etc. I'm guessing that this one is probably a good one to rephrase. Also, I would take this out because Etsy's reading this as one word. So, people probably aren't typing in just the word pink to find your product. So I think you could make even better use of this space with something else. Yeah, I would take this one out too. Okay. And if you're, okay, check this out. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to copy and paste the title to your description, and then you're going to want to add details up in bullet points. So very simply, this is the size, it's 8.5 by 11. It's digital only, nothing will be shipped. Here's links if you want to go have it shipped. Here's, your printer, online printer you can use. Here's my return policy, my exchange policy. Here's the color disclaimer. If you're selling digital products, doing a color disclaimer just basically means that the colors may not look exactly as they do on screen depending on your screen resolution. So I think that's always one I recommend having. So I would definitely add more information here. and it looks like you have no tags. So you need to have 13 tags on every single one of your listings, or it's going to be almost impossible for you to be found. So definitely focus on doing your SEO research and do all of that, and it's going to make a really big difference in helping your shop get found. So switch out your keywords, make sure you add all 13 tags. Because you're selling a really competitive product, I really recommend focusing on the long tail alternatives. So I'll pull those up for you, but they are very, very specific. So if you were thinking about selling wall art, stay tuned once this loads and I'll give you some tips. So wall art, like I said, it's very, very competitive. It's just been something that's been sold on Etsy for a really long time. So you can see here that we're dealing with upwards of over 50,000 competing listings. So let's check this out. But if you want to focus on these very specific ones, you can see here, then those very specific ones don't have much competition. So if you really niche down into what you're using, like for whatever reason, like Galaxy wall art is apparently a good product to sell, but like oversized wall art, you can see like all of these are really competitive. So if you're thinking about selling wall art, come into Marmalade. This is linked in my bio. And use your free trial and just come in here and do all of these searches and find out what products to focus on, because it's going to be so much easier for you to sell something that's not as competitive versus something that's really competitive. So that's what I recommend doing for you. Dive into that SEO. I really think it's going to help you take to the next level. Okie dokie. These are blacklisted words. So these are the words that we're not using as standalone words in our titles and tags, but you can use them in your listing photos or as part of long tail alternatives. And you can see that they're very competitive, so they're already hard to use anyways. On top of, people aren't going to be coming in searching just the word, like PDF to find whatever you're selling. So these words can serve you, different words can serve you even better than those ones can. All right, hello. I am definitely going to say your name wrong, so I'm just going to say hello, MIG templates. I would definitely switch this subheading out right here to be something more SEO friendly, and this is going to be a something like, let's see what you're selling. Budget templates, budget recipe books, it looks like you're selling. So just kind of different things that you're selling, you want to switch that out and put those right there. It's just basically going to have Etsy be like, oh, this shop has that. The more times you're using that phrase across your shop, the more opportunity you have to show up in those searches. You don't have an announcement bar, but it would be right here. And I recommend adding some sort of incentive offer, which is something like to kind of like bribe them to purchase, something like buy one, get one, or, free shipping, whatever, something like that. Great job having your section titles. I would definitely switch out this one to be more in this one. These are kind of like our blacklisted words. I think you could switch those out and even take it to the next level. So, you're selling this budget template, 10 people have this in their cart. So people are coming to your shop for this product. I would focus on creating more of this. And then you would also name something over here, budget template. So switch something out to be more true to that. Okay. And I will say, I see that you have a really broad variety of products. You have a wedding invitation, travel itinerary, printer. So you have a lot of very different products. I highly recommend niching down. So just pick one of these kind of niches and focus on that and create different shops for different niches. Your shop will perform much better like that. Since this shop seems to be favoring this product, I would make this shop focus on this. This is the new shop though, so if that's not your passion, then maybe, you don't have to do that. Great job. Love it. Those are great. The only thing I recommend adding is a video. So in Canva, you can use Canva's free animation and just add animation and upload this exact image as a video. Also, great job using the shadow. A lot of new Canva users don't use a shadow when they're creating listing pictures, and it looks so much better. So awesome. Love all of that. I actually know that is good SEO. And I'm not doing any of this complete SEO. I'm just doing a quick, like I said, 3-minute glance at everybody's shop. But when I do a full audit, I'm typing in every single one of these and checking the SEO and making sure that the ones you're using are not competitive. I'm finding alternatives for you. So this is just me kind of doing the best I can, in 3 minutes, and not doing a complete dive in. So, but I think all of these are good. I did a full audit on this recently. I'm pretty sure all those are good. So great job. Let's take a look at this. Beautiful. Awesome. And she copied and pasted her title to the bottom. Love to see it. Awesome. See, it's all bullet pointed. Beautiful. Yep. My biggest thing would just be, I recommend niching down and just optimizing your SEO a little bit more, because you have so many different products on here. It's going to be a little bit harder because people are coming to you, like for this product, it seems the most, but they don't really have you might not get the sale just because they'll quickly click out of your shop if you don't have more of the same kind of thing that they're searching for. So I think niching down could be a huge move for you. Okie dokie. Okay.
Do that one.
Okay. Okie dokie. Sorry, I said okie dokie so many times. Hello, Megan. Okay. This is really cute. I love your aesthetic. So I would switch this out to be something a little bit more keyword friendly. Because people aren't going to come and like copy and paste this into, you know, Etsy. They're not going to be typing in this exact phrase. So I would switch it out for something that's going to be even more. So I would definitely remove all that. Or you can keep your Instagram. Oh no, it's your other shop. So I recommend putting some sort of incentive offer. It says grand opening sale, but maybe just something like what the sale is. I don't see a sale going on, so I'm guessing that's an old announcement. So I would switch it out for something else. Good job having your section titles. Let's look at this. So it kind of looks like we're going into the branding business space. Okay, that's good. And I'm just gonna click on this. So Canva mockup, product mockups. Okay. So this is a good example of a Canva animation. So when I talk about Canva animation, all she did was screen record this on her phone, actually. This isn't even Canva animation. And that's how easy it is. She just did this with her phone, screen recording, scrolled through it, uploaded it. Easy peasy. And she was able to have that listing video. Awesome. And when I say like a how-to, this is what I'm talking about. She's doing a slide, a picture slide about how to use the product. Awesome. And she's kind of outlining the features there. Let's look at your tags. We always want our titles and tags to match the best we can. I did a video about why on my latest TikTok video. So I definitely recommend checking that out if you are wanting more clarification on that. This is really competitive. This is a blacklisted word. This isn't blacklisted, but I recommend switching out both of these. So I think you could totally take this to the next level by doing some SEO research. So I really recommend diving into your SEO. I think that's where you're going to see the biggest difference. Copy and paste your title to the bottom of your description so that Etsy pings you as having it there. They literally put this in their handbook. They want, if your listing has the exact phrase that the person types in your tags, description, and title, you are more likely to show up in that search. So I know that the Etsy or tags can be a killjoy because they have a 20 character limit. So just do the best you can. But doing it to your description and title is a lot easier because you don't have a character limit on your description. Or if you do, it's really big. I've never ran into a character limit issue. So yeah, copy and paste your description down to the bottom. Great job having these all bullet pointed. I don't recommend like really having much of like a paragraph description at the top, but if you want to, that's fine. The bullet points is what matters. And then I don't see it, but if these are Canva templates, make sure you have like a Canva disclaimer, something be like, you agree that these only work in Canva. You can use this in the free version of Canva. This is no affiliation with Canva. My return and exchange policy is blank. And so she does have somewhat of a copyright policy here too. Like you cannot sell or share these with anyone else. So I think there's a lot of good stuff going on there. Cool. Awesome. Okay. And if you guys have questions, I'm going to go back through the chat at the end and do some Q&A. Okay, it looks like there it goes. It was just loading. Hello, Haley. Okay, Olive and Grace Comp. So I would switch this out to be more keyword friendly. When I say keyword and SEO, those are interchangeable. It's the same thing. So basically, I want you to think about when someone comes to Etsy and they type in, they come up to the search bar and they are looking for what my product is, what are they going to be typing in? And it looks like for you, you're selling like Bible color tracker. So they would be typing in Bible color tracker, right? So that's what I would be putting right here. It's going to help you show up in that search even more. And then you have an announcement bar, but I recommend adding some sort of like incentive offer right here, like new user, new customer, you can use such and such, or a returning customer is 20% off, something like that. You don't have any section titles, so I recommend adding some. And if you guys want to see a tutorial on how to add section titles, comment in the chat and I can make a video about that. Let's see. I love your mockups. Those are really cute. All right, check this out. Okay, this is, I love that font. That's cute. So since this is a digital product, I definitely recommend doing this in adding a listing video. So you can easily do that, like I said, in Canva Animation. This is a really cute mock-up. I love how you're showing the multiple uses for it. I would definitely copy or watermark this a little bit more. I do see you have the watermark right here, but it would be really easy as somebody who I do Photoshop professionally. I mean, like anyone could really easily just right click save this, and then that's really easy to take out with Shopify or not Photoshop, or even just like I could even do that in Canva and use this without paying for it. So I definitely recommend putting the watermark directly over this, and you know how you faded it right here. You can fade it over this, but I definitely recommend adding a watermark. Adding a watermark. And then awesome, she has a how it works listing. I always recommend adding another listing that's like, hey, check out the shop for more. This is really good. You could definitely fill your title up with even more phrases. So I recommend trying to use all the character limits. Check out the tags. It says you have no tags. So you want to have 13 tags for every listing. Without tags, it's almost impossible to be found. So you definitely want to dive in and put tags on. And then I would just take all of this out and put bullet points to like whatever your bullet points are. And I like that you have all this. I would do the, is this a Canva template or what? How is this? Is it just, is this a Photoshop template or is it as is? Let's see. Okay, so it looks like it's an instant download and there's no editing. Okay. So, yeah, that's good to know. So yeah, I would put something in there that says like, hey, you can't adjust colors, you can't adjust fonts, etc. Just in case somebody wonders. I was confused at that at first, but I always do Canva templates, so that's probably on me. I always assume everything's a Canva template. Really cool. Yeah, I think your shop is really cute. I would definitely dive into your SEO. I think definitely making sure you have all the tags on your listings is going to be huge. Okay. I was going to plug one of the listings into Sales Samurai for you guys too. So I know you guys always ask me about that one, and I love using Marmalade the most, so I always forget about the other ones. You see me use that Allura, that plugin that I use to hide or spy on people's tags. It's called Allura, and I love that one. So hello, Isabella. I recommend adding a profile photo. Etsy wants to see you fill out all of that information. So not having a profile photo actually puts you at risk for being shut down by Etsy. So I definitely recommend adding that. Love your branding. Very cute. I love your shop name, Brighter Thoughts. Super cute. I definitely take this out and make this more keyword friendly. You actually have this as just one run-on sentence. So I definitely would take this out and put it, something that you're actually creating. So like mental health templates, therapy journals, something like that I would put here. I recommend changing this to have, or at least adding in addition to what you have, some sort of incentive offer. Good job having section titles. This is spelled wrong, but unless it's different in the UK. I'm pretty sure it's spelled wrong, but I don't know. Maybe it's different in the UK. Let me know in the comments. Okay. Oh, yay. 5 people have this in your cart. We love that for you. Awesome. I think you could really take your listing photos to the next level by just adding that shadow that I was talking about. When you add that in Canva, you can add a shadow to something really easily. I'll show you. Let's see. So if you uploaded an image, and I'm just going to use an image that I have of me. So here's how you're going to add a shadow. This is a quick side lesson. So if I had this shape, so you could take the picture of whatever you're selling, and I want to add a shadow to it, I'm just going to click on it, selected, click edit image, shadows, and then pick from the shadows, and bam. It adds so much to listing photos, especially when you're doing it on a flat surface like that. That just looks so much more professional. And you can also, like, that's a really dramatic one. You can adjust like the transparency and stuff, but I think adding a shadow just adds so much to your listing photos. So I highly recommend adding that to any of them. So I think that would really take your listing photos to the next level. Okay. Okay, cool. I recommend adding a listing video to go along with this. I love this. That's awesome. You could also add like a how it's going to be delivered, like make your purchase, go to your receipts, download, etc. And I like how she's like kind of giving you like, hey, this is one way you can use it. That's really cool. Awesome. That's actually really cute. I have a daughter with autism, and so I always appreciate things that cater towards helping special needs children. I love that. Oops. Okay, so I love how you had this. This is cute. Perfect. So this, like how it works right here, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Just make a little slide over here that has that same information just to help you have more pictures, because Etsy wants to see more. They said it doesn't penalize you if you don't have more, but it only helps, if that makes sense. And then copy and paste your title to the bottom of your listing. Beautiful. This is a long paragraph, so I would consider like removing it. If you do want to keep it, it's fine. I would just put like a how to use. So how you have, it says how it works. I would say how to use right there. Let's check out your tags. This tool is called Allura. It's a Google Chrome plugin that I pay for. It's a subscription. Perfect. I think you're doing really good. I don't see much matching. You want your titles and your tags to match the best you can. So I would try to match these as closely as possible to help you show up in that search, but I think you're doing really good. Great job. Oh man, I keep forgetting to show you guys this. So these other ones that I keep meaning to. Sorry. Okay, the next one. I'll do it on the next one. Okay. So like, you know how I'm looking at your tags in Allura? I'm just I'm not actually doing any like research on them, right? I'm just like, hey, it looks good. Oh, hello, Sarah. I love your cover photo. Very cute. This is good. I maybe consider switching this out for like a little line. She has her incentive offer right here. Beautiful. Section titles. Very cute. I love all your listing photos. All right, I'm gonna click on this. What did I see? Oh, okay. Very cute. I recommend adding that listing video. I love this slide. This is a great slide. So she's showing her customer, hey, look, visually they can see, hey, I could change this for me. Great job on that. Love this. She's telling you exactly how they can use that. Beautiful. I love that. Great job. I would add that listing video, and then like I said, you could even add the a slide that's like, hey, check out the shop for more, something like that. It's pretty good. This one has low search volume, but I say, like, if you do research, this one has a low search volume, but I recommend keeping it. I've seen this one on the rise. So even though it has low search volume now, I think it's going to be more relevant as time goes on. This is super long. I would recommend taking all of that out because nobody will read it. You know, just as humans, we're lazy. I can't remember what somebody said. Like, it's like they'll like spend like 3 seconds on your description. So you want to make sure that it's very to the point. So bullet points, perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. I love how you linked out to more information for them. See, these are all those Canva disclaimers I was referring to previously. So you need a free Canva account. You have to use this. So this is perfect. She has all of her terms and she copied and pasted. Lovely. We love that for you. That's awesome. Let's look at your tags. Whoop. Perfect. And she matched them to her title really good. We love, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna plug this one into Sales Samurai. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna plug this one into Sales Samurai because I keep forgetting. So let's see. Okay, so when I'm looking at your tags on Allura, I'm just kind of visually looking at them, being like, hey, they match, that's pretty good. When I plug it into Sales Samurai, I can also visually see right next to it the search volume. So I can see that these three on tags that you have are not getting you any traffic. They're not getting searched, so they're just not doing anything for you. And then this one's getting you very little, and I can see, okay, these ones are actually doing really well. This is a blacklisted word, so it's saying this is the search volume, but I recommend removing that one. And then it's also telling me very visually right off the bat that, okay, she has these specific ones in her title, and she has these specific ones in her description, and then you would want to try to make these green all the way across where possible. And then it also shows me your listing images right here, which is pretty cool. And it can tell me, you know, how many she has in stock, how many likes, views, when it was created, monthly views, etc. So it's pretty cool. This is a pretty cool tool to use. This is Sales Samurai. They have a free trial. It's linked in my bio. I'm pretty sure that they gave me like a 20% off code. I'm pretty sure it's on there. If not, I can look into that. But yeah, this is one of their features. So I'm using their single listing feature, and I just pasted the link and it brought up all of this information for me. So this is another really cool tool. Okay. I'm gonna exit out of this. Okay. Sorry, I'm checking these off as I go because otherwise I lose my spot. So it like takes me a minute to transition. All right. Hello, Maria. Beautiful. And look, she has this information right here in her, what am I talking about? Oh, cover photo. Good job. And it says follow me, TikTok and Instagram, but it doesn't really say, like, I would assume it's this tag, but maybe just adding that next to it just so that people know, because not everybody would maybe think of that. I know it sounds silly, but you'd be surprised. Oh, hello, Arizona. I'm in Arizona too. Love to see other Arizonans. Okay, so switch this out to be more SEO friendly. So something like specific to what you're selling. So it looks like you're selling like invitations and cards. So that's what I would put right here. Invitations, cards, etc. Oh, perfect. She has her incentive offer, coupon code. Perfect. This section title is great. Cute. Okay. I'm going to type on 3 people have this in cart, but obviously Valentine's is over, so I'm just going to go to this birthday one. This is really cute. Oh yeah, that's cute. This is her listing video. So it looks like she just made this in Canva, super easy. I would recommend adding the sections between slides a little bit longer because it does make you a little bit dizzy, but that's really cool. Here's a great example of a watermark. So she watermarked this so nobody can just right click save this. I mean, they could, but they have this watermark on it. I mean, yes, I know like very like talented Photoshop artists could take it out, but hopefully if you're really a talented Photoshop artist, you're not stealing other people's designs. So I think it was a great job of doing your watermark. Thank you. Question. I think you can make this 2 different slides. So, you know, there's this, and then like this could be bullet pointed, and then like a check out the shop for more. So I'm guessing a lot of this is all of this is really competitive. These are all on our blacklisted words list. I'll click over there. So we know that these are all really competitive, working against us. So you'll definitely want to take those ones out. These are also really competitive, and this one and this one. So I would redo your entire title, unless if a listing is performing well for you, then don't touch it. If this listing is not doing very well, then I recommend redoing that. And then I recommend, again, redoing that just to kind of make it match. I love the emojis. Like I said, a lot of people don't realize you can do emojis, and I think it adds so much. See how like easier it is to like separate that by the emojis? I love that. Perfect. And then once you're done with your title, copy and paste it to the bottom, and make sure you have like your return exchange policy, all that good stuff, your color disclaimer. I think I saw it on here, or maybe not. Maybe like a color disclaimer, But yeah, that's really cute. So yeah, I recommend definitely dive into your SEO. So basically what you're going to do is come into Marmalade or something similar. Marmalade's my favorite. I just think they've been around the longest, so they actually go off of Google data and Etsy data. So they're looking at what's being searched in Google and on Etsy, and they take in all of that information versus the other ones only use public data. And they haven't been around as long, so they don't have as many data points to go off of. So that's why I like Marmalade the best. So you can see here, this is a really competitive product. You guys look how sad it is for December babies. They're not getting their birthday cards. That's okay. We love our December babies. Okay, so you can see that here's some alternatives, very specific alternatives. So if I was somebody that wanted to have a shop selling cards, I would come down here and look at your long tail alternatives and look at all these that are not competitive. This is what I would focus on. So, and then here's some similar shopper searches. So 80th birthday card is apparently popping. People are searching for those. Pun birthday card. So I would really come into here and do some different searches and find things that are not as competitive and focus on making that kind of product. It's just going to make your job a lot easier. Did I look at your tags? Oh yeah, I did look at your tags. So I really recommend diving into your your SEO, and I think that's going to make the biggest difference for you. Okay, and this is Allura. I've been showing you guys the app, like the just what it looks like when I use the title search or the tag search or whatever, but this is what the full thing looks like. There's actually some really cool features in here. I can go over those later if you want, but it's a cool website. Even if you just go play around with it, it's just fun. Okay. I just lost my spot on my list. Dang it, I forgot to check it off. Hold on. Let's go. Okay, hello Heart Roots. Very cute. Oh, you're a top shop for gifts. Beautiful. Cool. I would recommend just adding that space in between this line just to be sure it's getting separated out. This is a really competitive search term. I'm pretty sure that is too. So possibly consider switching these out, but I think they're actually really good. I mean, like they're really competitive, but they're actually describing what you're selling, so that's good. You don't have an incentive offer here, so I definitely put something on here like, return buyers 20% off, or first buyer, or 20% off your order of 50 or more, 100 or more, just something like that. Good job having your section titles. Again, these are all like, I don't know about that one, but these ones are probably really competitive, so you could even take it a step further and switch those out for something a little bit more specific, but I think it's great just even having them is awesome. And then when you see a feed like this, like how they have these two bigger ones, it just means that they have the like plus Etsy Plus plan. So if you want to have a similar look like this, you could also upgrade to the Etsy Plus plan. Cute. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one since it seems to be a bestseller. It's featured. Okay, so it looks like got multiple angles of it. So because this is a physical product and it looks like you took this picture on your phone. So while you're doing this, just quickly come in here while you have this all set up and just do an iPhone video. If you just kind of like just took those pictures, you're going to go like this with your phone over the product while you're taking pictures, and then you're going to have a listing video. So you'll just do a quick, overhead swipe of this as a video and upload that as a listing video. And that's really going to help people. Like 54% of users want to see a listing video before purchase, and people are preferring those. So when you have a physical product, it's so easy to do that really quick with your phone when you're already taking pictures. And then I recommend adding like another slide of like what your shipping time is, uses for, etc. So stuff like that. Oh, look, you're a rare find. Look at that. That's cool. I've never seen that. We love that. Okay. So I'm assuming this listing is doing pretty good for you because it was highly featured. Oh, it doesn't look like you have all 13 tags. So definitely focus on adding your tags. All of these are really competitive. And then all of these are really competitive. So I would definitely dive into your SEO. How would you describe, what is this? A sign. Okay. So I would come in to like Marmalade and type in like home decor sign and look at what pops up and switch these out for something a little bit more keyword friendly. for example, like when people come onto Etsy to search for your product, they're probably not typing in just the word family, which is how Etsy is going to be reading it. So I would switch that out to be even better. And then add all 13 tags because you didn't have all 13. I would recommend getting rid of all of that and just doing things as a bullet points. And then bullet point this. Perfect. And then I would also saying the like your return and exchange policy. I know it says like right here, like returns and exchanges accepted, blah, blah. But I also recommend just putting it in your description just to be triple safe. Perfect. I think really diving in on your SEO is going to be the biggest help for you. And adding those listing videos. So you have these cute little mock-ups already. So just doing it while you're already taking pictures is gonna awesome. And since you do have social media, you can then also use those little videos that you take, put some music on it, use it as an Instagram reel. You know what I mean? Like, or use it as a post. So you could definitely take those quick little videos and repurpose them. Okay. Oh shoot, I just X'd out of something. It's that time of night where my contacts start getting hard. Anybody else? At the end of the night, my contacts feel like glass in my eye. I'm like, I keep blinking like a weirdo back here. At least you guys can't see it. Okay. Hold on a second. Hey, Blake, can you bring me my contact stuff? I need to take it out. Sorry. I'm like, I need to take this out. This feels like glass. Oh, this is really cute branding. Very cute. Hello, Kayla. Buyers are raving. We love that. Cool. This is good. She's being very specific about what she's selling. She's got her SEO, or not her SEO, her incentive offer in her announcement bar with emojis. I love it. Great job having your section titles. Again, I think you could take it to the next level just by doing your, like switching these out to be even more specific, but I think like even what you have is really good. Cute. Okay. Only one available. It's in one person's cart. They love you. Let's check it out. Okay. So, great. Perfect. I don't know a lot about this product, so I don't have any like reference or like anything to compare the SEO by, but it looks like it's fine. I would definitely recommend getting a little bit better lighting. It looks like your window is right here. So I recommend holding it a little bit more in the light or doing a like using just on your phone even. You can like bring up the exposure a little bit. Yeah, this is a lot better lighting. It looks a little bit better in person than it does on my phone, like screening it. Cool. This is awesome. You could even add like a, you know, here's more, here's shipping policies, check out the shop for more, all the things. Let's check out your, oh, perfect. So she copied and pasted her title to the bottom. We love that. I love the emojis. I would bullet point this. And then, yeah, your return policy, exchange policy, any like disclaimers that you want to add. I think this is really good. The only thing I'm not sure about is like what the SEO looks like, just because like I said, I don't have any reference of what those good SEO is. Some of the other things I look up all the time, I kind of like know off the top of my head. But let's check it out. I'm using Sales Samurai again for this. So let's check it out. So it looks like a lot of this has really low search volume, so it's not getting searched very often in Etsy. And it looks like a lot of them aren't being recycled to the titles and tags. But it looks like there are some that do though. So I mean, honestly, like I don't know a lot about this product, but I think these are actually pretty good. They are really low search volume, but when they do get searched, you have a good chance of showing up just because it's not very competitive. Oh shoot, dang it. I just exited out of Sales Samurai, so I guess we're done with Sales Samurai tonight. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna do one more for tonight, and then I'm gonna do the live Q&A. So again, if I didn't get to you tonight after this one, I will try to do it next week, and I'll roll over anybody from the wait list over to next week. So hold on a second, and I'll pull this up. Thank you. Okay. Hello, Wendy. So we have DNA Studio. Very cool. I definitely recommend switching this out to be something a little bit more, SEO friendly, keyword friendly, and adding as many as you can. This is candle card. Thank you cards, whatever else you're selling. Thank you card template, you can add on to that. Great job having your incentive offer. Great job having your section titles. And these are really specific, which I love to see. Very cute. I'm going to click on this one just because I love it. I just like pink. I just did my nails this color. I'm drawn to it apparently. Very cute mockups. Oh, I like the sizing mockup. That was a really good idea. That's awesome too. She's showing multiple sizes, how it works. Perfect. Beautiful. Great job. I recommend adding that listing video, which you can do like easy in Canva Animation. But I think you're doing really great. I always recommend like adding a slide, right? It doesn't hurt, to add the slide at the end that's like, hey, check out the shop for more, you don't have to have it. Why not, Okay. So this one's super competitive and this one's super competitive. I'm guessing that one's super competitive, but I don't know. But I think honestly, like you try your best, to match these, but you do run into that 20 character limit on the tag. So do the best you can to match them. And then after that, you try to use all of the other keywords that are not competitive, but then sometimes you run out and you have to use a competitive one. So that's okay. Just try to use as many of the alternatives as possible. But, sometimes it's unavoidable to go into those more competitive ones. So definitely recommend, see how at the eye, this looks like a lot of text. And this is just like a study that was even done. Like we're just so inherently lazy when it comes to reading. Like this won't get read. So we want to make sure that we bullet point it and make it really digestible for our user. So bullet point, space, have this be space, bullet point all this information. Don't do any extra paragraphs. She looks like you have all your, all the good disclaimers right here. I would just bullet point them so they're not getting looked over. You have your sizes, awesome. And copy and paste to the bottom, beautiful. Great job. I think the biggest thing that I don't know about for this product is what the SEO looks like. I'm not familiar. So I don't know if this product is like something that is getting searched a lot or not. We can pull it up real quick. So if you guys are thinking about selling washing cards, let's check it out. What does it say? Washing care card. I copied it and then it didn't paste, so now I'm typing in. Oh my goodness, guys, this loading time is killing me. Okay, yeah, this is what I was thinking. So this product is not getting very many searches. You can see like engagement over time. There's just not a huge demand for that. And it's not competitive, but it's also just not getting searched very often. And then the engagement on it, which is when you see this engagement, it means how long do people spend on that search term before moving to the next one. And if it has low engagement, that means it's not getting searched. When it does get searched, people typically leave that search without purchasing. And the competition is fine. It's not very competitive. I'm not sure if this will come up with any alternatives. Yeah, it's just so specific of a thing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if this would, so it looks like really the biggest thing with this product is there isn't a huge demand for it on Etsy is what it seems like, from the SEO. So I would really dive in to all that SEO research and see if you could find keywords that are getting searched even more. And then also, did you type it in? I'm sure you did, but let's just do this together. So if you're thinking about starting an Etsy shop, this is something worth watching. Or if you have started an Etsy shop and you're not sure if your product is good, this is something you can try. So we're checking it out right now. We're seeing that there's other people. It's selling often right now for this person. It's selling often right now for bestseller. When you see bestseller and popular now, it means the same thing. Etsy is just playing around with what people prefer better. But it means the same thing. It basically means that this product is selling frequently right now. So when she came on here, she saw, okay, other people are buying this product. This is selling often. Look at this is selling often right now. Bestseller status, you can lose. So it's only going to say that if it's actually selling right now. Oh, she bribed them with social media. Cute. So this is your competitor who's a bestseller. And she's also using really competitive keywords, or not competitive, very, and then here's what her tags look like. This is a bestseller. This is a terrible one, and this is a terrible one. But it's working out for her, I guess. So I guess it looks like this product is an okay product to sell. It has low search value, but when it does get searched, you have a better chance of showing up in the search because it's not very competitive, if that makes sense. So if you want to keep selling this product, I really focus on the aesthetic. So if you look at the wide view of this, it pretty much everything that's a bestseller is very much in this kind of black and white feel. Pretty much all of them are in that black and white feel, except for this one. That one, full color. And so I recommend kind of focusing on that minimalistic kind of vibe. It just seems like that's what all the best sellers are, which you are. I think yours are very minimalistic. Cute. I love it. You have really cute aesthetic, so I really hope that this takes off for you. I think it's super cute. I think just keep focusing on adding new products, do a little bit more SEO research, and I think this could really take off for you. Do a little bit of a less specific, like this is very specific to candle care, so maybe we could switch it out to be something not as specific. And then this looks like it is a Canva template. So I would put something on here. I know that you said it in a different slide right here, maybe up here, you know, putting a slide up here closer, be like edit for you, you know, so if they don't sell candles but they still want to use the template for whatever they sell, that they could see, oh, I like this template, I'm gonna buy it, but then I'm gonna switch it to be for whatever they sell. You know, maybe they sell like unicorn tattoos or whatever, you know, they could switch it out. So I think that there's a lot of potential with this. I'm excited for you. Okay, I'm going to flip this. Oh shoot, double flip. Sorry, you guys got blinded by my ring light right here. Okay. My hand is like getting a cramp now. Well, thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna do the Q&A now. So I'm going to be going through this chat really quick. If you have more questions while I'm on here, put them below. I'm gonna try to get through what I can. Woo. Sorry. Scrolling back up to the top. I hope this was really valuable for you guys. I'm really rooting for you guys. Like, I just really want this to work for you guys. I really think it can work for anybody, but it is going to take that, you know, time and effort. Really, I honestly think like keywords is where the magic is. Okay. Scroll through. The first question is, what is SEO friendly? SEO is search engine optimization, so it's figuring out what people are searching exactly and using those words on our shop. So when we use those words on our shop, it's considered SEO friendly because when people search that item, our shop's going to show up. So our words would be friendly to SEO. That's why we love to use them. So the SEO, the question is, what's the SEO page I used? I was using 3 different tools here. The main one that I do all of my keyword research on is Marmalade. That's what I recommend using. I just trust them the most. They've been around the longest. They're plugged into Google as well, and they have so much more data points because they've been around longer. They're like the OG one versus these newer ones that are coming onto the market. They just don't have as many data points to go off of. And the information that I get on Marmalade, especially like the engagement tracker, like throughout the year, you can see when that product's going to be getting the most sales. I think that's so valuable. So I really recommend Marmalade. They have a free trial. I want to say I used to be 14 days and then I heard recently it's switched to 7. But if you're just getting started and you don't want to invest in it, I recommend just go getting your free trial, do all your SEO research, write it all down, and then get started on your shop. And then if down the road you wanted to add a different product, then you could go in and pay for it for the month. I think it's $19 a month. And then the other one that I use, the little pop-up, is Allura. It's a Google plugin, but it is a paid one. Allura is the one that I'm using to see the tags, yeah. You can also see the tags on Samurai. Yeah, someone asked that. Yeah, so you can see what tags your competitors are using on Allura or Sales Samurai. Allura just shows you like a brief, like a list of them, but Sales Samurai shows you them plus how they're actually performing in the search. So that's kind of cool if that's something that you're interested in. Question is, should tags and titles match on all platforms, not just Etsy? I honestly don't know. Like, I only sell this on Etsy, and so I know that Etsy plugs into Google, and Google search connects with Etsy. So I think it's and you know, Marmalade actually does plug into Google data, so I'm guessing that it's all pretty similar. I'm going to be posting this to YouTube for you guys tomorrow. Yeah, so if you want to get added to the list, add support@thefasttrackgirl.com, email me, and I'll add you to my list. I have a wait list, and so I'm just going to keep doing these. But I'm getting closer to the end, so if you're not, oh shoot, I just exited out of it. So if you're not on the list, get on the list for sure. Oh, so funny. So she's telling me that all her tags are showing, and she's like, but they weren't showing for me. So that's so weird. I'm sorry it's happening. I'm sure your tags are great. Sorry it wasn't showing up. Oh, good. Thanks for clarifying, you guys. I was like, is that how it's spelled in the UK? So I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys clarified for me, because I honestly was like, I had no idea. A question is how to do section titles, and so I think that's a great question. I'll make a video, like a real video for you guys to do, and I'll post it on TikTok for tomorrow. I'm gonna write that down because I've had too many kids and my brain is fried if I don't write things down. Mom brain. So I'm gonna do a listing title one. I just got this like planner app, manifestation like planner app for my iPad, and I love it. Okay. Perfect. Question is, why shouldn't you use a blacklisted word? So I said this at the beginning of the video, but basically it's out there really competitive, and also they're not really serving you because they're very specific. If you look at the blacklisted words, for example, one of them was like PDF. And so when somebody comes onto Etsy, search for your product, and are they going to go and just type in solely PDF? Probably not. So let's not use that one. It's really competitive, and it's probably not getting searched to find your product. So let's switch that out for something that's going to help you actually get more views. So there's nothing wrong with that word. I just don't recommend using it in your titles and tags because it's taking up space that could be used for something more valuable. But I think putting that word or phrase in your description or your listing photo is totally fine. Okay, question is, how do you set up an incentive? Incentive would be the like something like 20% off or a thank you offer or returning users offer, something like that. And you'll do that in your announcement bar. I have a tutorial of how to do that on my feed somewhere, but if you guys want a new tutorial on that, I could do another one because it's been a while. Yes. So the question is, I just don't know what words to use to describe my listing. So a great way, if you don't know what words to use to describe your listing, a great way to start figuring it out is to look at your competitors. What are your competitors using? And then typing in those words into an SEO research tool like Sales Samurai, Obara, or Marmalade, the ones I was showing you tonight, and it will show you suggestions, and that's a great way to springboard it. So you're definitely not out there by yourself. Type in all the things that your competitors are using, spy on their tags, do all that good stuff, and write all those down. Write down the best ones and use those for your product. Question is, how about Instagram templates? Yes, Instagram templates, I highly recommend selling. It's one of my best sellers of my products. It's my OG product. What started it all was Instagram templates, so I do recommend them. They still sell really well. I was actually doing SEO for them today for a different thing that I'm working on launching, and the SEO is still really good. They're not too competitive. Question is, do I have the Etsy Plus plan on any of my shops? I do not, and I don't recommend it. It doesn't add anything for your shop, and especially when you're on mobile, it doesn't even look different. Those higher featured listings aren't really doing anything different for you, so I don't think it's worth the money. I believe it's $10 a month. I don't use it. I don't think it's necessary, but if you like it, then go for it. Question is, do you recommend doing an exclusive type of sale, like first 10 customers get 15% off? You can. I just don't think it's as effective on the Etsy platform because people don't get like notified when you put a sale, so there's no like rush to it. It's just kind of like, oh, maybe I'll be the 10th person. They really don't have any perception of when you posted that because it could be like, you know, a long time ago, etc. So I don't think they perform well on Etsy, but it's worth trying. You could try it out and just see if it works for you, if you like it, and if you don't, then you can change it. I think having an incentive offer, any incentive offer, is a good idea, so why not try that out, you know? Okay. Question is, how can I improve photos? I have decals in the photos, change the colors. I don't understand the question. You're selling decals, you said? So if you're selling them and they're an in-person product, I recommend getting next to a light, finding which is like a window, and getting just a white poster board from Walmart. It doesn't have to be fancy. Putting that white poster board next to a window, and then taking pictures of your product. While you're taking pictures, take a quick iPhone video of your product too, so you can have a listing video and pictures. And that's what I'd recommend doing. I'm a photographer, and I also recommend doing some sort of Lightroom filter. Lightroom's a free app, and you can buy Lightroom filters for really cheap on Etsy for like $2 or $5. And I think that's the best way if you're doing them in person. If you're selling them digitally, then you do a digital markup, but that's an entirely different thing. So let me know if that's what you're asking. Oh shoot. Oh gosh. Sorry, I'm like, I said I commented back to somebody. Really sorry if I just sent you some random letter message. Okay. Question is, I've sold 9 products but no reviews. How do you get people to take time to review? So I honestly, my first shop, I didn't have a review for the first like probably 6 weeks. I didn't have any reviews. And so I would email. So you guys know this. If you're in my course already, you know, like I basically, when somebody orders, I email them, message them on Etsy. Within the first 48 hours, I'm like, hey, how's your product? Do you have any questions? Is there anything I could help with? Also, I'd really appreciate if you left me a review. And I have an incentive for leaving a review. So everybody who leaves me a review gets a free product from my shop. I sell digital products, so that is very easy for me to give a free product away. And so I just send them a Canva link to a free product, and that's all I have to it. So that's how I incentivize to get reviews. Also, because I sell Canva templates, they basically have a PDF that they download with the link. And on that PDF, I also put, hey, by the way, if you leave me a review, I'll send you a free template. And so I have it there. I also have it on their receipt and also their message to them within 40 hours. It's very effective. I highly recommend doing it. My copy and paste script for what I actually message people myself, that is on my online course. But if you don't want to have the online course, you can just type up something similar of like, hey, you know, how's it going? We leave a review, I'll give you free products, something like that. You have to be really careful though, is that you can't be like, hey, if you leave me a good review. You can't incentivize people for positive reviews. It has to just be like, hey, if you leave me a review. So you can't be like paying people for good reviews. It just has to be like, no matter what review you leave me, I'll give you a free, you know. That's just what Etsy says. Obviously they want their reviews to be honest, so that's why. Question is, do you think it's best to start off with Etsy or Shopify? I recommend starting off with Etsy unless you have a really large following. If you have a large following, like on social media, and then you want to launch a product line, then I think Shopify is the best way. If you don't have a following and you're starting from scratch, Etsy 1000%, you will start seeing sales so much faster. Etsy is going to bring traffic to you, whereas Shopify, you have to make your own traffic. It's a lot harder. You're going to spend a lot of time doing social media marketing and or paid ads. If you're an expert at paid ads, already have a following, then Shopify, otherwise Etsy for sure. Question is, do you recommend a minimum number of listings? Do over 50 help with the algorithm? So the more listings you have, the more products you have out there that can be found and get sold. So I definitely, people always say like, how many products should I have to make, X amount of money? And I'm like, it's not really a quota you need to hit. Etsy wants to see you adding new products frequently. So keep adding products as often as possible. That's going to be the biggest thing that helps your shop. And that's when you're going to see your revenue increasing. When you stop adding new products, you're going to see your income decrease. So I actually did an experiment on this for you guys because I always want to make sure I am testing things out for you guys. So I have an old shop that I started. I started it last year. It was one of my first ones that I started. And I decided to stop posting new templates to it. It has I want to say it has 60, maybe 65 listings on it. At 65, I stopped posting new listings just to kind of see what happens. And sure enough, that month it had done I think it did 500 that month, and then the next month it dropped off to 200. So as soon as I stopped adding new listings, I did see that drop in revenue. I haven't added any new products since then either, and it stayed consistent. So while my income didn't keep going up, it also just basically stayed at $200 to $300 a month I don't do anything. I don't do Pinterest. I don't add new products. I don't do paid advertising. It just sits there and makes me $200 to $300 a month, and that has 55 to 60 or 60 to 65 products in it, and that's all it does. Whereas my other shops that have more listings, then I'm adding more things frequently, do thousands. So it's, you know what I'm saying? If you keep adding more products, you're going to increase your revenue. If you stop adding new products, you'll kind of just sit stagnant. So that's just something to think about. I recommend opening your shop with one. Because Etsy likes to see us adding new products as often as possible, you don't have to wait until you have, 20 products to open your shop or 50 products. Open your shop with that one listing and then just start adding new listings as often as possible. That's really going to make the biggest difference instead of having all these listings and dumping them all at the one time. Just posting them, kind of staggering them, I think really helps too. I do, when I first started my shop, I was doing 3 to 5 new listings a day. Again, I'm selling digital products and I was selling Instagram templates, which are really easy to crank out because of Canva's copy and resize feature and bundling. So once that shop took off, I only do still 3 to 5 a week, but honestly it's been closer to 3 the last few months because I've been really busy. Okay. Question is, isn't that not allowed on Etsy? Give me things in exchange for a review. You can, it just can't, you can exchange things for a review. It just can't be that you would only give it for a positive review. It has to just be a review. You can't ask for good reviews specifically. You can only ask for a review, if that makes sense. Question is, what to do if your shop's suspended? I've seen this coming up over and over and over again, and I've heard that Etsy is suspending accounts like crazy is what I've heard. I have not experienced it personally, so I don't have firsthand experience to go through. I know that the main things that Etsy wants to see before they shut down a shop is they want to see you have shop policies, they want to have a good valid bank account, they want to see your profile picture, they want to see your shop have a cover photo, a profile photo. They want to see the policy or the about section filled out. So make sure you're checking all of those boxes. Outside of that, if you get shut down, I don't have much insight on how to get it restored. The only thing I've heard is just to keep following up with Etsy, but I've heard over and over again that they are terrible at communication at that point. So if you are suspended, I would just expect that that's going to happen for a while until you hear back from them. There's not much you can do. Even if you opened up a new shop, Etsy pings you by your IP address. So if you have a suspended Etsy shop on your computer, which is your IP address, and then you open up another Etsy shop on that same IP address, then Etsy's just gonna flag you again. You're just gonna keep getting your shop suspended. So don't try to open up a new shop. I recommend just waiting to hear back from Etsy, just bug them every single day, follow up, email, and hopefully they'll reinstate you. And I'm going to do more research on this too, because I've been getting asked about this a lot, and I feel so sad this is happening for you guys. So I'm going to do my own research. I heard that there was this hack to like get in contact with Etsy, like through your ads manager, and I do run ads on one of my accounts, so I'll go look at that closer tomorrow. I was kind of snooping around to find it the other day, and then I got distracted. So question is, how does Etsy determine something is a rare item? Honestly, that was the first time I saw that. So I don't know. I'm guessing it's something that doesn't go in stock very often. That's what I would guess. It's something that people search for that's not often available. Question is, I'm planning to sell Wix templates. Is it okay to release 2-3 listings a week? Absolutely. Website templates are a little bit of a slower burn. I have a website template shop and I sell Wix templates, Shopify templates, Showit templates. Yeah, those 3. And I will say, like, one week I remember I put up like 5 new websites that week, and it just didn't, like, it's just a slower burn. So I think like releasing 2-3 listings a week on a website template shop is totally reasonable. I think even doing like 1 a week is reasonable, because they're so long to build, and then the burn, like the payoff of that is a lot slower because it's a bigger purchase, where people don't really think about buying like a $5.99 Instagram pack, but people will think harder about making like $150, $250 purchase on a website. So it does take slower to get those sales, but it's kind of one of those things you have to just keep pushing at it. It will come, you know, with all the right SEO and everything, but it will be a little bit slower. So don't get discouraged. I know if you're doing like 2 to 3 new listings a week, especially website templates, which take a lot of time, it can get discouraging, but it will pay off if you keep sticking to it. I think that Wix templates and Showit templates are really good templates to be selling in the website template world. January was a really good month for website templates. It was kind of random. I guess people are starting new businesses, what I'm guessing. Okay. Question is, how long did it take to get 65 listings? Sorry guys, sorry, my contacts are bugging me. See my eyes? Question is, how long did it take to get 65 listings? So I honestly don't remember how long it took me, because this is like a year ago now. But I opened my shop with 1. I stopped creating new products probably within 2 months. So I'm guessing like 2 months for all of the products to create all of them. And then the comment is, I could spend hours on one set of Instagram templates. So I really recommend using those bundle techniques that I've taught you guys to create more listings in your shop faster. So that's going to be a huge thing, and adding new products to your shop faster without doing double work. So I really recommend using those tools, the resize, the copy, the just switching out, the color switch tool really fast is going to help you, like, your volume to increase so much faster with so much less time investment, especially for Instagram templates. It's one of those products that could be cranked out really fast with those tools. And bundling those is also a really great way to get more listings. So you create your Instagram templates, you use the Canva resize tool to make it immediately without any effort. Also story templates, they're matching post and story. Then you're gonna, so that's 2 listings, but then you're going to create a bundle listing saying like, oh, by the way, you can buy these alone, or you can buy this bundle listing and get both. So now you've created 1 product and made it 3 listings. You could also take it a step further and be like, oh, and now I'm going to add matching highlight covers. So there's another listing, but then you're also going to list that as a bundle, as part of your bundle. So you'll have 2 different bundles. That's 5 listings. So bundling, resizing, doing all those things is really going to help you. Doing the color switch, the quick color switch tool on Canva, another game changer. Just have it up. Bundling, resizing, doing all those things is really going to help you. Doing the color switch, the quick color switch tool on Canva, another game changer. Just have it up and switch the colors and what you already have, and then just switch out some elements. Bam, you have a brand new pack. Question is, I don't know if I should start with Airbnb templates or chore charts. Do we have that call?
In 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. I have to get off in 5 minutes. I have another call to get on. Airbnb templates or chore chart goal planners. Let me look at this for you. I sell Airbnb templates, and they're good templates to sell. I don't but I know chore charts are peaking right now. So let's check it out really quick. I'm typing this into Marmalade. I'm just gonna look at their seasonality to see what for this time of year, which one I'd recommend starting with. So let's just take a look really quick and see what we're working with. So I'm actually gonna type in welcome packet, sorry. And also, if you're in my online course, we have the Facebook group too. So go on the bonus section of the online course and you're gonna see the link to the Facebook group and ask questions. All of us answer. There's hundreds of us in there. How many people are in there now? Like
Close to 5.
Close to 500 people. So it's nice to ask those questions. Okay, sorry. This has been loading this whole time. I'm telling you guys, this takes so long to load. When I don't know if it's like a streaming thing that like slows down my internet. I have no idea. But I'll get back to you on the Airbnb templates or chore charts. Okay, let's see. So Airbnb templates peaked in December and they have dropped off greatly. Let's check out, and they're not expected to peak again until August. So let's check out the chore charts for you. So I would say if you're thinking about starting with Airbnb templates, I would maybe focus on something else first. I don't know. I could dive into my own Airbnb things. Okay, so I just looked it up. Chore charts are peaking. They peaked in January, but they're doing really good for February, March, April. So honestly, I would go with chore charts. Between those two, I would start with chore charts and then add Airbnb templates for later on in the year when they're going to peak. Question, do you have tutorials for creating mockups? Yeah, I have several videos on my feed about that. Question is, can we copy listings and change main image and different key terms and it be a new listing? Yes. Also, you can do where I'll take one listing and create 2 different listing photos and test the listing photos to see which one performs better. And then I'll stick with that listing photo and take the other listing and make it something else. That's another tactic you can use. Okay, one more question, then I have to get off because I have this other call I have to get on.
Someone in Australia.
Oh, someone in Australia. It's someone in Australia.
That's why it's so late.
That's why it's so late. Okay. Question is, I'm interested in selling digital templates, but I don't know where to start. Check out, I have a free starter guide in my bio. That's what I recommend starting with. Go through the starter guide and get your feet wet, kind of see what it's about. Get your feet wet, like I said, and see if that's what you would like doing. Get an idea for it. I have so many free videos on my feed as well, so you can check out those. There's a whole playlist that I have. I don't know if you know how to do the playlist feature, but if you do, go on my playlist feature and click start an Etsy shop, and there's like a ton of videos saved right there for you. And then like I said, also check out that free guide in my bio to help get you started. And then I do have the entire online course as well, which is video tutorials of me showing you step by step how to do everything, all the market research, all the mock-up photos, all the things. So that's another option for you as well. But definitely just start out with that free guide and see if it's right for you. If you guys have any questions, put them in the Facebook group, or try to leave a comment on TikTok. I try to respond to my comments. So I'm so excited for you guys. I really, really hope that this is your year. I believe in you guys. I'm rooting for you guys. You got this. I don't know how to end live apparently.